Hi everyone, welcome to the video. I'm going to talk about VLANs today. So, regarding VLANs, what is VLAN? Why do we need VLAN? When the VLAN is required in your layer 2 network, and how we can create the VLAN in your network. And then we go for VLAN types if time permitted, and then inter VLAN routing we can see on the next section. So what is VLAN? VLAN VLAN can be defined as a different or an isolated broadcast domain in a layer 2 network. For example, if you take a switch, any brand new switch, if you take, it will have a single VLAN, that is a default VLAN configured, and all the ports in the switch belong to that default VLAN. That means there is no VLAN configuration yet on this switch, but still there is a VLAN, default VLAN exists on the switch, and all the ports belong to it. Means, so if you connect PC on the first port and one more PC on the last port of the switch, they will be able to communicate each other since they belong to the same VLAN, which is a default VLAN. So that is what I have portrayed in this diagram. So if you take this switch in the middle, it has a default VLAN, and any PCs, let's say you have 4 PCs connected to 4 of its ports, then you will be able to access from this device to that device and that device to this device. So if you take this switch, here we have configured 4 VLANs, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. So in this case, so PC A cannot communicate to any of the other PCs which is on the other VLANs. But PC A can communicate with these 2 PCs because they belong to the same VLAN, which is VLAN 10. Similarly, PC J will communicate within these PCs but cannot with the other PCs on the other VLANs. That is applicable to all the other VLAN PCs as well. So in this case, if you want to communicate between these VLAN PCs to this VLAN PC or any VLAN PC to any other VLAN PC, then you need a concept called VLAN, inter-VLAN routing. So in order to achieve inter-VLAN routing across these VLANs to communicate, you need a layer 3 device which is called router. We will see it in the next section. But right now, we cannot communicate between the VLANs with this type of network topology because you don't have a inter-VLAN routing enabled or configured on this device through router. So similarly here, if you take 2 switches, let's say you have the same switch which we spoke about this network, same switch, we bought one more switch and we connected like this. So this switch is in a different building and this switch is in a different building. Let's say this is also having the same type of VLANs and this building switch will also have the same type of VLANs connected to the devices, PCs. So will they be able to communicate each other now? Yes. So because there is a concept called trunk link. So in layer 2 network, in switching network, there are 2 links, access link and trunk link. Accessing link is nothing but it's a plain normal link in which a single or a dedicated VLAN is configured. Like if you take this link, red link, this is an access link and this is another access link and this is another access link. So access links cannot allow multiple VLAN information. So it will allow only VLAN 30 here, VLAN 20 here and VLAN 10 here. So that's why they are called access link. There is no concept of VLAN, multiple VLANs. Whereas trunk link will allow multiple VLAN information or multiple VLAN traffic. So that's why if you see here in between these 2 switches, you have a trunk link. So VLAN 20 can communicate to VLAN 20 here through this port. Similarly, VLAN at the same time, VLAN 10 can also communicate to VLAN 10 PC through this link, since it is a trunk link which can allow multiple VLAN traffic here. So this is the concept now. So what we have seen is what is VLAN. And what is VLAN? It is an isolated broadcast domain which is created in your layer 2 network. And why do we need a VLAN? For that, we have many reasons to go for VLAN concept in a layer 2 network, but the important reasons are security, cost effective, scalability, easy and more beneficial, and design. As per your desired design, you can configure the VLANs in your layer 2 network. So security is concerned is like you can have uh, your own network. Let's say in this switch, you will have a VLAN 20 and VLAN 30. So this PC cannot communicate with this PC. So you have a secured connection between these PCs. So similarly, these PCs on this network. Again, between switches also you have a security through VLAN configuration. That's why you will have a secured layer 2 network using VLANs. And cost effective is you instead of you want to have a separate switch for VLAN 30. Let's say this switch is configured with VLAN 20 alone, then it will be waste of the ports. So you can segregate multiple, or you can segment multiple broadcast domain within the single broadcast domain. Let's say you have a 24 port here. You can assign 3 ports for VLAN 30, you can assign 3 ports for 20, 3 ports for 10. So that means 9 ports will be in a different subnet or different broadcast domain. So thereby you are achieving security, as well as you don't need to go for another switch to configure this kind of single broadcast domain network. So thereby you are saving some cost. That's why it is cost effective. Scalability, as I said, you can stretch your layer 2 network by creating or segmenting your switch into multiple VLANs, and then easy and more beneficial, of course, and then desired design as per your network, layer 2 network. So when you need the VLANs, when you need a VLAN is when you need a security, when you want to have a cost effective layer 2 solution for the switch network. Same thing. Why will be the reason for when as well. So those reasons applicable for both of them. And how do we create VLANs on a switch? Just go to configuration mode and then create VLANs. Give the name for a VLAN. Once you create a VLAN, assign the desired ports to that particular VLAN. That's it. So you will be able to create a VLAN on your switch. So you can create multiple VLANs. To maximum number of VLANs can be configured in the Ethernet network is 4094. Actually 4096, 0 and 4095 are reserved numbers for VLAN. So what are the types of VLAN, which we will see in the next section, but here I can give you the glance, that is static VLAN, dynamic VLAN, default VLAN, data VLAN, native VLAN. So I will explain all these things in the later section, coming sections. As of now, you can know about this VLAN types. And what about other VLAN types? You can say management VLAN, voice VLAN, Wi-Fi VLAN. Basically, it depends on your network requirement and your network design. You can name the VLANs as per your requirement, and you can even classify your VLANs according to your network uh, topology. Yeah. So that's it. So this is how we can see a VLAN and create and configure VLAN and use VLAN in your layer 2 network. Thanks for watching this video. Good day.